What if the promise of fixing your own iPad just became a cruel, expensive joke? We thought Apple was finally listening to the right to repair movement, but the reality of their new self-service parts program reveals a price list so astronomical, it actively discourages you from ever attempting a fix. For years, consumer advocates pushed for right to repair laws, demanding companies like Apple make it easier and more affordable for us to fix our own devices. And for a moment, it seemed like Apple was listening. They announced they would begin selling official parts for self-service repairs, including for the iPad, right here in the US. That felt like a win, didn't it? A real step towards sustainability and consumer empowerment. But here's where the story takes a sharp, cynical turn. The moment those official iPad parts became available, the price tags started rolling in, and they were, frankly, astronomical. Let's get specific. If you need a new charging port for your iPad Pro, a tiny component that costs Apple mere dollars to produce, you're now looking at a staggering $250. Just to put that in perspective, you can easily find a third-party equivalent for under $20. That's not a small difference. It's an entirely different league. And it actually gets worse. Cracked your iPad Pro 13's display? Apple wants a jaw-dropping $749 for the official replacement. Think about that for a second. That's more than many perfectly good, refurbished iPads cost on the open market. It's like buying a new car tire that costs as much as a well-maintained used car. Or consider the digitizer for an iPad A16. Apple's price is $200. A comparable part from a reputable third-party vendor? Around $50. So what exactly is going on here? Repair expert Brian Clark, speaking to 404 Media, offers a very blunt assessment. He suggests Apple's strategy is transparently clear. They want to simply deter you. They want you to look at those sky-high prices and instinctively think, you know what? For that kind of money, I might as well just buy a brand new iPad. Another seasoned repair professional, Jonathan Strange, reinforces this with some basic economics. He calculates that if the total cost of parts, labor, and a reasonable profit margin exceeds half the price of a new device, the repair financially loses all sense. And that grim math perfectly applies to the vast majority of these newly available iPad parts. Especially if you are facing multiple issues, like a cracked screen and a failing battery, an official repair with Apple's parts effectively becomes financially impossible. Strange firmly believes this is no accident or miscalculation on Apple's part. He argues Apple isn't setting its spare part prices based on the actual material costs. Instead, they are deliberately aligning them with the new device's retail price. This strategy ensures that attempting a repair remains just as unappealing and uneconomical as it ever was, essentially gutting the very spirit of right-to-repair legislation while technically complying with it. So, it seems while Apple might be technically ticking a box by offering these parts, they're doing it in a way that financially penalizes you for trying to extend the life of your device. It really forces us to ponder. Is this genuine progress towards repairability, or just a clever maneuver to maintain control and subtly push us towards the perpetual upgrade cycle? We want to hear your thoughts on this. Are these prices a deal breaker for you? And do you still believe in the right to repair? Let us know what you think. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure you subscribe to the podcast for more honest conversations about the tech world.